Danielle and welcome back to my channel. I am here to help encourage you and support you in your health journey, whatever that may look like, whether it's to lose weight or just get healthier or find new recipes. Could you go down below and subscribe to my channel and also like this video? That helps more people be able to reach my channel and to be able to help others in their health journey, whatever that may look like. Okay, today we are going to be making Instant Pot eggs, which if you've never tried, they become the best hard-boiled eggs ever. I am a huge fan of them and huge proponent. So come along with me while we make some Instant Pot. My lovely Instant Pot is right here. Lovely Instant Pot hard-boiled eggs. And then I will show you some different recipes that we will use the hard-boiled eggs with. So this is my lovely Instant Pot. I use it all the time, probably weekly, for hard-boiled eggs. So first what we're gonna do is open it. I have some water here. I'm just gonna pour in the water. You just want it filled about 1 to 2 inches so that the bottom's covered. So you can see there, just a little bit filled. You don't need a ton of water, but you just need it so that it won't get dry when it pressurizes. And then I have this for a strainer. It just goes like this. It's not specifically meant for the Instant Pot, but it's kind of nice because it has these prongs here. And so it can sit in the Instant Pot super nicely. So I just set it in there. And you can see the water doesn't go over it. It just sits right below it. And then I'll just put my hard-boiled eggs on top of it. I'm gonna be doing 13 eggs because that's how many eggs I have left right now. So I'm just gonna put them all in. You don't want them covering over each other. They can be touching each other, but not stacking. Method, and what that means is we will pressure cook it for 10 minutes, it will sit at the release for 10 minutes, and then we'll put it in ice for 10 minutes, and then your eggs are ready. So it takes about a half an hour, even a little bit more because it takes some time to get up to the pressure cooker pressure. So it takes a little bit of time, but you can just set it and then you can walk away and do other things. You don't need to do anything for about 20 minutes, 20-25 minutes by the time it gets up to pressure. So here you'll see pressure cooker. You can see I do this a lot because it comes up automatically with 10. I always make sure it doesn't say keep warm. And then you won't hear anything right away. You might hear like a little click or something. But for now, that is all we will do. And then it will take about 5 minutes for it to get up to the pressure that it needs to. And then we'll leave it at that for 10 minutes. While that's happening, I'm gonna fill my bowl up with water and ice, and I'm gonna put my eggs directly into there after they are done. So that's all the ice I'm gonna do. You just want the water to be very cold because you want the eggs to stop cooking. So that's the purpose of the ice water, is it brings it from a really hot heat so that it stops cooking. So you're gonna see the Instant Pot starting to steam. When that red button pops up, that means it's at pressure. This is extremely hot, so do not touch it. You do want to make sure that this knob is up towards sealing and not towards venting. I'll show you later what the venting does, but you want it to come to pressure. If you hear a lot of noise and see a ton of pressure coming out, then that means that it's not closed. You'll see a little bit of steam like you can see here. That's okay. You don't want to see a lot of noise or pressure. So once it reaches pressure, it will make a beep sound and then you'll see it count down. It obviously started at 10, it's now at 7, but I just wanted to show you that that's what the countdown looks like while it's at pressure. Once it's done, you're gonna hear this beeping and then you're gonna let it sit for another 10 minutes. So you'll just need to set a timer for 10 minutes from now. So I looked at the clock and I'll come back in 10 minutes. So it's been 10 minutes, but you can see that this is still at pressure. So what we need to do is we need to release the pressure. This is, again, extremely hot, so you want to be very careful and stay away from the heat. So I'm just pushing it so that it stays away from pressure. but I'm nowhere near it. And you want to wait until that knob goes down and it stops fizzling, and then it will unlock. You can hear that it's slowing down. If you were to leave it, it would just keep it at that pressure still and keep it cooking at a high intensity. So that's why we're releasing the pressure. Before it was doing a slow release, so it was slowly releasing the pressure. Right now we're doing a quick release. So if you ever see a recipe say the difference, that's what the difference is. So once that pressure gauge pops, we can open it. It's extremely hot, so we want to be extremely careful. You turn it and open it away from you, and you'll see all the steam there still. So it's extremely hot in there. You do not want to touch these by hand. We're going to use the tongs and put them straight into the ice water. We'll take our tongs, put them straight into ice water. We'll do that with all of them. Now that the hard-boiled eggs are cooled off, I'm going to show you how easy they are to crack open. So I just crack it, peel it, and it peels off super easily. I almost always can get it in one peel. Just like that. Super nice, right? And they're super yummy. So my favorite thing is just to eat these plain. I'll eat them with salt, but I have these as a snack, breakfast. I have these regularly. So just a plain hard-boiled egg. But I'm also gonna show you some different recipes that I use for a snack or just a treat or even appetizer to bring to friends' houses. So first we're gonna start with a toast. For the first recipe, I'm gonna show you how to make a toast with cucumbers, tomatoes, and then a hard-boiled egg over it, and then I drizzle some dressing on top. This bread that I use is 1 point a slice, so I'm gonna use 2 slices for this particular recipe. You can use whatever bread that you want, whatever tastes the best. If I had some homemade sourdough, I would definitely be using that, but I don't. So I toasted some toast. Just heard it popped out of the toaster. I'm gonna slice some cucumbers and some tomatoes, and I'll show you how it gets put together. Okay, I'm gonna make the little bit of dressing that I put on top. I use the Olive Garden Light Italian. I do 1 tablespoon. And then we'll do half a teaspoon of the balsamic vinegar. It's super strong in flavor, so I don't wanna add too much. And then we'll stir that together. We'll put that on top after we have our toast gathered up. After we have our toast. Oh my. After we have our toast all put together. So these are all the ingredients put together. So I have my toast. I'm just gonna I just had long cucumbers, so I just sliced them like this. Put our cucumbers on. And then tomatoes. Obviously you can leave off anything that you don't like. And then put our our hard-boiled egg on top. And then we just drizzle that dressing that we made on top of it. And that's it. A nice, beautiful snack, breakfast, lunch, whatever you want to have it as. Now we're gonna make an egg salad sandwich with our eggs. First I'm gonna make the dressing. I use this light Hellmann's mayo. It's 1 point for 1 tablespoon, but then it switches to 3 points for 2 tablespoons. In the recipe it calls for 2 tablespoons, so if you have half the recipe, it'll still be 1 point, but if you have the whole thing, it'll be 3 points. So you just wanna be mindful of that. So I'm gonna take 2 tablespoons. Whoop. I don't know if I could have done that any more weird. And then it says 1/8 a tablespoon of Dijon mustard. And then 1/4 a tablespoon of paprika, which to me means just sprinkle a little. Measure if you're a measurer. And then stir. And then we'll crack our hard-boiled eggs and put them in too. Now we're gonna take our we're gonna take our hard-boiled eggs and we're going to cut them. And then I also really like pickles in my egg salad, so I got out some pickles as well. And I'm gonna cut them in and put them in the sauce that we made. You can cut these to whatever size you prefer for egg salad. There's no right answer. Cut up the pickles. Try to do these a little bit small only because they take up a lot of space. It's nice to have a little crunch in every bite. So we'll put this in the dressing. Mix it all together. You have an awesome egg salad. Again, it's 1 point for half and 3 points for all of it. Super filling, super yummy. You can add salt and pepper to your liking. I like to leave it off and then just decide what mood I'm in the moment. So that's why I didn't add it this time. That's it. I love putting it on sourdough toast, so that's what I'm doing tonight. Super yummy. On to our last recipe. We are gonna make hard-boiled deviled eggs. I am halving the recipe because I'm making so many different egg things. I don't need 12 hard-boiled eggs. I'm gonna do 6, even that might be a little bit of a lot, but I'm gonna do it and I'm gonna eat it because they're so yummy. I'm gonna start with 1 tablespoon of mayonnaise. And then 1/4 cup of 0% fat yogurt, which is 0 points. One tablespoon of milk. It calls for skim milk, but I'm just using 2% because that's what we have. And there's not a big point difference for 1 tablespoon. And then 1/4 a tablespoon of mustard. I'm doing Dijon mustard. 1/4 a tablespoon of chives. 1/8 a teaspoon of garlic powder. To me, again, that means a little sprinkle. 1/4 a tablespoon of dill wheat. I love that. And then we're gonna mix in the egg yolks and we'll put them in the egg whites. Just gonna show you how easy these are to crack. Sometimes they're a little rough to get started, but then they come off so easily. I like to rinse my eggs afterwards just to get all the leftover shells off if there are any. And then we'll cut the eggs, put the yolks in. Put them inside the eggs. We can sprinkle a little bit of paprika and parsley. I don't actually have any parsley today, so I'm just going to do a little bit of paprika. These are our deviled eggs. Whoop! Thank you everyone for watching these videos. I hope that you learned something and that you can take away a yummy egg recipe for yourself. Don't forget to subscribe down below and like this video so that it can reach others too. Have a good day. Till next time.